When we think of the First World War, we often imagine trenches, mud, and endless artillery fire. But alongside the millions of soldiers who endured the horror, there were also countless animals. Dogs, pigeons, camels, even elephants, each playing a role in the machinery of war. And among them, one horse rose above all others. His name was Warrior, and he would go down in history as the horse the Germans could not kill. Warrior was born in 1908 on the Isle of Wight, England. His owner was General Jack Seeley, a British officer, adventurer, and politician who had raised Warrior from a foal. From the very beginning, Seeley believed Warrior was special, strong, intelligent, and with a calmness that would prove invaluable in the chaos to come. When Britain declared war in 1914, Seeley didn't leave his horse behind. Instead, he brought Warrior with him across the English Channel to France, where both man and horse would endure 4 long years of war. Warrior wasn't sent to the safety of supply lines or officer stables. From the start, he was thrust into the thick of combat. He carried Seeley into battles at the Somme, Ypres, Passchendaele, and Cambrai, some of the deadliest engagements of the entire war. Horses in World War I faced grim odds. Over 8 million died during the conflict, many from starvation, exhaustion, or artillery fire. Cavalry charges, once the pride of armies, were rendered nearly obsolete by machine guns and barbed wire. Yet somehow, Warrior survived them all. Warrior quickly gained a reputation among soldiers. Time and again, he narrowly escaped death in ways that seemed almost impossible. At the Battle of the Somme in 1916, shells rained down around him, tearing apart entire units. Somehow, Warrior emerged unscathed. At Passchendaele, one of the muddiest and most brutal battles of the war, he was buried in a collapsing trench and dug out alive. He was trapped under debris from a burning stable, but managed to kick free and survive. Once, a machine gun barrage cut down men and horses all around him, but Warrior pushed forward through the chaos, carrying Seeley to safety. Soldiers began to whisper that Warrior was charmed, that no bullet or shell could claim him. He wasn't invincible, of course, but he embodied hope, courage, and survival in a war that seemed to devour everything. What made Warrior remarkable wasn't just his luck, it was his temperament. Horses spooked easily on the battlefield, often bolting under fire, but Warrior seemed unshakable. He would stand firm as shells exploded around him, his steadiness giving confidence to the men. General Seeley later wrote, "From the start, he proved his courage. He had a sixth sense almost for danger and always managed to avoid it. My old Warrior knew." That calmness made Warrior more than just a horse. He was a comrade. Soldiers adored him. They fed him treats, patted his mane, and took pride in serving alongside him. He became a living mascot of resilience. Warrior survived the entire 4 years of the Great War. Against all odds, he returned home to the Isle of Wight in 1918, when so many millions of men and animals did not. He lived out the rest of his days in peace, passing away in 1941 at the grand age of 33. Warrior's legend lived on. He became the symbol of all the animals who served in war, the countless horses, mules, and donkeys whose toil and sacrifice made armies move. In 2014, nearly a century after his service, Warrior was posthumously awarded the Dickin Medal, often called the Animal Victoria Cross. He remains the only horse ever to receive it, honoring not just his courage, but also the memory of all animals who endured the horrors of war. Warrior was not just the horse the Germans could not kill. He was proof that in the darkest of times, courage and loyalty can shine through, whether in a soldier, a dog, a pigeon, or even a horse. And though his story may seem unbelievable, Warrior's survival was very real. Against artillery, gas, mud, and machine guns, Warrior carried hope through the smoke of battle, and he lived to tell the tale. Please like and subscribe for more tales of inspiring animals of the past.